Hey there, this is Linda, and let's go ahead and unbox the September collection called Little Bee Cottage from Cocoa Daisy. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So if you're not familiar, Cocoa Daisy recently switched up how their subscriptions work, and now there's going to be the reveal a month prior to shipping, so you have plenty of time to add things to your box and figure out what you want to purchase, or if you're a subscriber, what you're going to get, and any add-ons you want to get. So I'm gonna do my usual unboxing and put together a project, but what I'm gonna do a little bit differently is I'm going to keep the scrapbooking kits separate so that when I put together my projects, you can see what you can really make with each specific kit rather than getting all of the pieces that I'm getting. I do, though, get the stationery kit. I get the scrapbooking kit with the pocket card add-on. I get, oh, this is from the month before. I get the classic cousin sticker kit, and I get the Washi trio. I also get, there's always like a cute little sticker in here. This one's super cute for this theme this month, which is a very kind of like, so it's bees, but it's not like cutesy. It's more like retro cottage vibes, very like almost turning into fall, which is perfect for September. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox things and keep the kits a little bit separate. What I'm gonna do is, as I go through them, I'm gonna put everything back in the box except for the scrapbook kit, and then I will create a project for you using the scrapbook kit. First, let's look through the classic cousin sticker kit. So this is perfect if you work in a Hobonichi cousin. That's what it's designed for, but it also works great in any sort of planner or journal where you want things to be super flat, because everything in this kit is flat. It comes with this sheet of washi paper. So there's like some strips and these like quotes. Those are super cute. Very excited to use that in my journal. It always comes with an alpha and some numbers. You can definitely use these on your monthly to add the dates over all of the dates on the monthly spread. I tend to not use them that way. I've used them in the past to create like numbered lists, but they're just very great to have. Then there's always a sheet that looks like this, which has menu planning this week, next week, some typical planner icons, and the days of the week. These work really well to cover up the headers on the weekly spreads. You could also use these on the dailies, or if you don't want to use them in your planner, these work really great in scrapbooking too. And then there's always a sheet that looks like this with some trackers and some other planner icons, but it's in the colors of this theme. And then there are two sheets that have these rectangles, which fit perfectly on the weekly spreads on the Hobonichi cousin. Some labels to add some additional notes and stuff. These are great for in the weekly spreads. They fit right in the columns. They're also great for scrapbooking. And then there's always a few more plain ones over here in the colors of the kit. And then finally, there's a sheet that has just some like decorative stickers and some word phrase strips at the bottom. I love using these in my scrapbooking. Next, I'm gonna go and open up the Washi trio, but I'm going to do a sample of these in my Hobonichi cousin. So I'm gonna grab that here and open up to, I'm doing this in July. So I'm gonna actually do it on the 2nd here and just do these as like a sampling. So I have to open them, hold on. Okay, so the Washi trio always includes a few different washi tapes from the collection. Sometimes they are included in the other kits, and sometimes I think there are other ones that are just from the Washi trio, but it's just a great way to get some extra washi tape. So this one looks like a very kind of, it's almost, I'm not sure if it's a floral, if it's just a pattern, but it's super cute. I love the colors. The yellow in this is really fun. It's both fall, but it also works for like late summer as well. This one, I definitely have that upside down. Ooh, I love this. This one is really pretty. It's hard to see it when it's on the roll, but look at all these images here. It's like vintage images, which is, this kit I think really has a vintage flair to it, which honestly is not usually my thing, but I do really like a lot of the pieces in this kit, and I'm gonna have fun playing with it. Next, we have this washi, which has these days of the week with numbers on it. So this is super fun for planner. You could also use that in your project life album just to add some details for each day from a week. So I just put the Saturday and Sunday here, but this has like the Monday on it coming up next, and it's got the full week. I'm gonna go ahead and stick those in the box, and then let's move on to opening the stationery kit. Okay, so the stationery kit is one that I highly recommend for someone who does a little bit of everything, scrapbooking, journaling, planners, and wants like a small like taste of Cocoa Daisy without spending too much. This is definitely a lower price point kit, and it always comes with a large transparency and vellum. So these are the pieces this month. These are super pretty. I love those for the background of a scrapbooking page. Then it comes with this postcard, which this would be really cute in a mini album. There is a paper clip, and this month it has this bow on it. Sometimes they have the bow, they don't always have the bow, but these are pretty frequently included with the bow, and I love to put these in mini albums. It has some sticker sheets, which are great for in journals because they're super flat. We've got just some different icons from the kit, and then one that has days of the week. So this is really great in addition to the Hobonichi, the classic cousin sticker kit, because you get some more options for days of the week. There is also a die cut pack. So this die cut pack, these are vellum pieces, and there's like leaves, butterflies, just different icons that match the theme of the kit. Some mushrooms, a super like woodsy feel. This kit also comes with a sticky note pad. I think in every single one I've gotten one. And this one, it seems super versatile and great for project life. I think I would use these very frequently to do some journaling spots on top of photos, but you could definitely use these in a journal as well. Just putting one on here is a great little addition to your page. It comes with a pin. This month is just this little, they're little strawberries and flowers. And then it always comes with a washi tape. This month, it looks like instead of being a roll of washi, just like regular washi tape, this is a roll of washi stickers, which these are great because they're you get so much for one roll, off of one roll. So it looks like this one is a little stack of books. I'm gonna put that here. I love that one with the little books. But you've also got a lot of the icons from the kit. I accidentally tore that one, but that's okay because there's another one right here. There's the bee, some mail, like envelopes. These would be really good for like pen pal ones. You've got some mushrooms on here and some like woodsy icons. I think the stack of books is my favorite. And then finally, the stationery kit always comes with some sort of pen. This month is the Sarasa Clip, which you guys know I love Sarasa pens, 0.5. And this one I think is like a glittery copper, so I'm gonna test it out. I don't think it has a name though on it. So there you can see it in the Hobonichi Cousin. It is like a gel pen, a glittery or shimmery like copper color that's really pretty. It goes really well with the kit. And this is really a fun way to test out some new types of pens and brands to get a feel for whether or not you like their products. You can get, you know, one pen or marker from a different brand each month. And I think this one would be super fun to use in my cousin here. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside and open up the scrapbooking kit with the pocket card add-on. This is what I'm going to use in my project for you guys today so that you can see kind of what you can make specifically with this kit. So this kit always comes with a set of rub-ons. This is a super cute. I really love this set. It's got the books in here, the word Endless Summer. It's a very vintagey But some of these really, I think, work with my style, even though I'm not a super vintage scrapbooker. Bringing these in you can still use the vintage elements for a cleaner looking spread. So then the papers are double-sided. So there's this one. It's like a nice ledger paper. Here's a huge mushroom, which I'm not sure if I would use that one, but I really love the stripes on the back. Then this is like the vintagey collage. Then the back side, we've got this green leaf one. I think that one's definitely my favorite. The huge mushroom art, and then the red on that. And then there's just some like white cardstock in here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be part of the kit, but I could definitely use those as well. Then we have a sheet of chipboard. Again, very vintage vibes. I really love the tags. And then this one says September. I love that green color. I think that's like a great green color for September. Do the cards last. Then we have a washi tape. Let me open this. So I'm going to go ahead and roll some of this out in my planner here. This is a nice kind of like beige grid, which is a super good to have like basic washi that could be very useful like in your planner, in scrapbook albums. I find like a lot of my favorite washis are super colorful and patterned, but they're harder to use. Something like this is going to be super useful because it's going to match so many different things and be a good accent or a good base to build on top of in your scrapbooking. There are these puffy icons. I love when they do the puffy stickers from Cocoa Daisy. I just love the way that they're designed, where like they are, I don't even know how to say, but they're like embossed, I guess is what you could call it, on the top. I like the leaf one. The key is very cute. Butterflies. Honestly, this whole kit is kind of giving me Tortured Poets Department vibes, which means I might be documenting something Tortured Poets Department. So stay tuned for that. But here there's always some alphas. I really like the smaller size. Sometimes there's larger ones, which are also very useful, but I really like this green, which is going to match my reading room perfectly. And then there's always enamel dots. These ones are a little sparkly, but the colors of the kit. Got this little satchel bag here, which has a few like pieces of ribbon and some shipping tags. We've got like a white one and a cream one, which are very nice to have. Those are great basics. There's the stamp set. So the stamp set that I get doesn't have the printing on it, but the ones that you will get in the kit should have the printing on it, so you'll be able to see better what the stamp looks like. Hold on, I can't get it out. But I'm trying to look at it. It looks like it's some like text icons, and there's some florals. There's the bee, the leaf pattern, and the mushroom. So a lot of the same icons from the kit in stamp form. And then we have, oh, I almost forgot, the ephemera pack. So this one I think is more like tags, which are really great for scrapbooking. You can definitely use this to add on some journaling or just as a base for an embellishment cluster. These ones have like little word definitions, story, memorable. Those are very cute. This looks like a library card, a key, and then this is that honeybee icon again, and a few little tags. And then the cards. So that right there is the scrapbooking kit. And then I have the pocket card add-on. You could get like the 12 by 12 paper add-on or the journal add-on, and you're gonna get all of that same stuff as I have here, but I have the pocket card add-on, which is just this piece here. So there's only a few 4x6s, which is perfect for what I do because I don't use a ton of 4x6 cards. We've got this butterfly here, and then this one with all of these like vintage ephemera on there, a postcard with like a ledger paper on the back. This is First Days of Fall. This beautiful one with a quote on it. I can definitely see cutting this quote out to document something. And then one that always has the month, Welcome September. So I'm probably going to use that in my daughter's album. Then let's see, we have a Hello September 3x4 card. Then there's always the little calendar. I use these in my 2024 project life. And you have the Monday start and the Sunday start. I am a Monday start person, but I know people have strong feelings about that, so you have both options. This little sweet honey icon again with the ledger on the back. Protect your peace, another ledger. Goodbye summer. Pretty butterflies, a nice little illustration. I will get there, but right now I'm here, and here is wonderful. The mushrooms. This like vintage print of strawberries. Live in the moment. A lot of these are horizontal, which I don't use horizontal 3x4 cards in my scrapbook, but the horizontal ones seem to all be ones that you can cut out. So I would probably cut that quote out and use it to make an embellishment. This beautiful watercolor illustration on both sides. First day of fall, and then a reading list on the back. I like both of those. And you guys, this is like my biggest pet peeve with the two-sided cards. It's always my favorite ones that are back to back. Like, I don't know why that always happens, but it always happens. Stay humble, stay kind. This like bees on the other side. This one matches the paper. For everything, there is a season. That is a great journaling card. You will never have this day again, so make it count. The like ephemera collage, which isn't really my style, but I could definitely use this side. This striped one that matches the pattern paper, and another like butterfly one. Stamp set, or like a postage stamp. And then Autumn Sunshine is my favorite. Definitely agree with that. Good food, good mood. And then some more watercolored. There's a lot of like watercolored illustrations in this kit that are super beautiful, but they don't tend to be my scrapbook style. So we'll see how they work in my pages, but I feel like I can make them work with my style to kind of merge both of them. More of the vintage ephemera. The mushrooms again. I chase summer, an endless sea of wildflower meadows and warm memories. I really love all of the quotes. That's like my favorite part of these kits. Another illustration, and then this like leaf pattern, which is also in one of the papers. I really like that one a lot too. Here's another one of those quotes. I could see definitely cutting that quote out to put on a photo. Here's some tickets, another journaling card, and then finally another journaling card. So that is a look at everything that is in the scrapbook kit with the pocket card add-on, as well as the other kits that I received. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put together a project using the scrapbook kit with the pocket card add-ons for you.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to try doing this at a little bit of a slower speed. So I had asked on one of my recent videos if people liked the speed I was doing things, because I was noticing that with speeding it up so much, the videos were becoming fairly short. But from my perspective, I don't know, while I'm filming it or editing it, it feels so slow watching it at 2x speed. But I guess it was really fast for a lot of you. So I'm trying this one at 2x speed. And I will definitely do this in at least a Project Life video to see what people think. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know why it's going to be a little slower. And that way I can share a few more of my thoughts on my process here. So just to give you a little bit of what I started here, I'm creating a 6x8 outside the page protector page to finish off my album for 2023. The paper that comes with the Cocoa Daisy kits is not the size of the outside the page protector like the ones from Ali Edwards. These ones are only 6 inches wide to fit inside a page protector, but they are tall enough to go outside the page protector. And I'm not exactly sure why they come this size, but it works out well for something like this where I just printed my photo and adhered it to the paper to make it the width that I need. And that is how I got the size of my page. You could put like a piece of white cardstock or something on the back to make sure that you have everything like adhered down onto one piece of paper, but I'm not concerned with that because I'm just going to adhere this back to back with whatever the last project is in my album before it. Before I get too far into this project, I am going to punch my holes because I have learned from the past that you can, if you don't punch your holes, you might end up punching a hole through, words or something, and it's not going to be in a great spot. So I like to punch my holes fairly early on. To punch them, I put one of the page protectors from the album and I just clip it on with a binder clip and use my puncher there to punch out my holes. I do have a 6-hole puncher, but I don't use it. I found that it's really hard to push through anything thicker than like one piece of paper with it. And this way I have a lot more control when I'm punching. Then I'm going to add one of the journal cards here to hold my journaling, and I'm going to work on cutting out these strips for my main embellishing of this page. While I'm working on cutting this out, I'll tell you a little bit more about this project itself and what I am documenting. So with this kit, or with any kit, what I'm trying to do is find a place in my albums where I need to add a story or add a project. And I decided, for this one, because this is such a fall theme, I wanted to go back in time to like last winter or last fall and get some like a cozier story. So I looked in my 2023 Mini Me album, which is documenting the second half of 2023. I've already finished the first half of 2023, so if you're curious to see what my Mini Me albums look like and kind of what they are about, I will link that video for you guys down below. But for this one, I'm still working on part 2 of 2023. And it doesn't bother me at all that it is currently July 2024 when I film this, and it's been a long time since 2023. It's totally fine. I actually like having places to go back and document because it gives me more options when I'm working with a kit. So if you guys have watched me for a while, or you see some of my other projects, for things like the story kits, I plan my projects in advance based on the kit, and I'm not going to make them all at once. But for something like the Cocoa Daisy kits, which are not as specific themed, I don't plan my projects in advance. Instead, I will just plan out a project as I'm doing it. And so what I'm doing for this is I pulled out my 2023 Mini Me album part 2, and I looked at the pages that I already had in it. And I looked at the page in my craft planner where I had written out all the projects that I have already planned to add to this album using story kits and that type of thing. And I tried to see what was missing, what stories from the second half of 2023 had I not yet planned a project for. And when looking at it, I realized I hadn't planned a wrap-up page to end the album. And I was thinking about this kit, and this quote really popped out at me, and it says, "Give me a quiet life, one where I can hear the trees rustling in the wind, raindrops on the windows, pages of a book being turned, coffee being brewed, and the heartbeats of the ones I love." And that quote really made me think about my intentions moving from 2023 into 2024. And I thought that is such a perfect story for my ending page in 2023. So I decided to do my journaling from the angle of one little word. My one little word in 2023 was fun. And in 2024, I chose the word ease, which are very opposite words, I guess. I mean, they're both positive things, and I want both of them in my life, but I feel like maybe fun was too active for me at this season of life, and so I kind of overcorrected by choosing ease, and I like that I'm kind of living somewhere in the middle. But I was able to use that prompt to journal just a little bit about my intention going into 2024 and moving out of 2023, and just kind of how I felt at that time. Now, I didn't have a specific photo for this story because, of course, it's just journaling, and I could have done a project without adding in a photo. There are so many beautiful pieces of art in this kit that I definitely could have used one of the watercolor designs as my main focal point in this project rather than pulling a photo. But I decided that I did want to pull a photo because I was thinking about reading by my fire. And that was something I did a lot in the second half of 2023 and something I want to make sure to do this year. Not now because we're in the middle of a heat wave, but it's definitely something I like to do. And so I found this photo and I printed it vertical and narrow so that I could fit it along the entire left-hand side of my page, and the right-hand side could hold all of my journaling and embellishments. I'm working on, I guess it would be a subtitle, or I guess the title. And I wanted to say goodbye 2023, hello 2024. And I wanted to ground these alphas on the washi tape that came in the kit. It's a very nice grid washi, which is so versatile and something that is perfect for grounding your title. So this is something I've talked about in some of my other videos. But when you are putting alpha stickers or any other alphabet to create a title, if you just put it on your page, just kind of out on the paper without anything else there, it's just kind of floating around. And sometimes that looks good depending on your page and depending on your style. But I like to kind of ground it by having it on something to really just, I don't know how else to phrase it besides grounding the title. And sometimes you can do that by adding a line or underlining your title. You could add some stitching, but a really great way to do it is to add some washi tape behind it. And this grid one is perfect for that with this alphabet or with other ones. So it's definitely going into my stash to use in this way in other projects as well. I wanted to also add the years. And so I stamped them here using my favorite number stamp set from my stash, just on some scraps of the paper that I had used for the rest of the layout. And then you can see I created these titles on the plastic sleeve from the stamp set. And I did it that way because I didn't know how much washi tape I would need to add my alphas. And you can see it doesn't peel up perfectly, but so you have to kind of straighten the letters, but I was able to do it this way to just get an idea of how much space the word took up. So when I'm tearing off, you can see I tore off that little piece of washi there. I have just the right amount of washi, and I can kind of center it on the page knowing how wide it's going to be. Now you see all the letters kind of fell off, and that's fine because I know how wide it's going to be because of that washi tape, right? And then I'm putting them all on there, and then I don't like it. I'm looking at it, if you see the whole page here, and looking at it now, it looks fine, but I feel like the title doesn't pop enough. It's partially because I'm putting my title at the bottom of my page because the quote is at the top, and the quote is such an important subtitle, but I just want this title to pop a little bit more. It kind of fades into the background because the letters are green and there's the green paper in the background. I feel like if the letters were orange, it would have given it enough pop that I wouldn't have needed to do anything else. But what I decided to do is crop one of the cards down into a rectangle and round the corners that is an orange color because I wanted to bring that orange into this corner to make it really pop. I thought that this color worked perfectly because it balances with pumpkins back there in my photo, and there's a little bit of the orange on the journaling card that I use, so it really ties together with the rest of the spread. There's also an orange pumpkin on my mantle. You might not be able to see it in the video, but it is there in the photo. So this orange really helps kind of tie everything together. And this spread is really the greens, the oranges, and then there's some teals in my photo. And I really love all of those colors together with the cream. And I feel like it just feels so much more balanced with this backing right here for the title. And it just helps kind of draw your eye to the title first when you look at the spread, which is important because that title's at the bottom of the page and we typically look to the top of the page first. I was considering adding some chipboard or something else, but I decided that the spread was good as is and I don't want to mess with it anymore. So that was how it all came together. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And please let me know if you enjoyed this slower pace of me talking a bit more as I put my project together. I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Bye.